Yo, what is going on? Good morning. This is Andrew, known as ZERODRAWDREW, Paper Catchers Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, like this, subscribe. Let's get into it. So we're here with a weekly analysis. It's Sunday, March 27th, last week of the month. Let's go. Let's make it a good one. So GBPUSD, we're going to start with GBPUSD like usual. Overall trend, this thing is bearish. As you can see, it's been dropping, but we did pull back to this 1.31650 resistance. And last week overall we did close with this doji candle, so there is a possibility that we do start to turn around now due to that doji candle, but nothing is confirmed for the time being, right? So now looking at the daily chart, one thing I do notice is we had this U-like resistance. We had all bullish liquidity grabbed above, and right now we are still holding that 1.31700 key support level, but it does look like we want to eventually take that key support level out, right? But due to the fact that it's indecisive, you know, we really don't know what's going to happen. But if I had to choose, I would think that that crown neck is going to be taken out eventually. So looking at the hourly chart, right, all buyer liquidity is above that 1.32100 resistance level, and you know, the trend line above. If you look within this right here, I do have this U-like resistance right here. So I would look for potential bull traps to this level right here, you know, this 1.32450 resistance, and maybe this trend line. Maybe we'll get the bull trap over there to look for that short opportunity down overall, right? So overall, let me just recap everything what I talked about. GBPUSD, overall we are bearish, right? But we did get this indecisive candle on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, we did take buyer liquidity above that 1.31700 level. We are holding that support level. Looking at this wick right here, it does look like it wants to fill that wick and take out the crown neck overall. So all buyer liquidity is over, you know, over this trend line and this, you know, 1.32450 resistance level. Look for bull traps to the levels listed. Just kind of react to levels and play it by day. The markets are indecisive, so, you know, guys, just, you know, measure your trades. Get your 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, and just kind of play it by day, right? So I'm going to go over everything at the end. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM, instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW, right? So next, right, GBPJPY. GBPJPY, we got this strong impulse wave from support level. We did talk about this last week. I said look for that short squeeze. You know, we had this level right here. I said look for support there at that level, and then boom, we got this strong ass push to the upside on GBPJPY. Wish I traded it, but I don't normally trade GBPJPY. So that was last week. This is now this week. If you guys want to go back in last week's video, we did talk about this, so it's there, and let's go. So that was last week. Now this is this week. So usually when I get an impulse like this, I just kind of really want to wait and watch, right? So looking at the, you know, weekly chart, we are overbought overall. But looking at the overall structure of this trend, right, we didn't take out that crown neck. So there is a possibility that this can pull back, come back into value, and trap bulls and come down. But, you know, nothing is confirmed yet. We do need price action before that can set up, right? So looking at the weekly chart, we do need to wait for a price action, right? I know I just said that 3 times, but you know, so then we'll break it down to the the daily chart. So looking at the daily chart, the bulls still look pretty strong, but there's a chance that this is a bull trap because we never did pull back and test those levels before, right? So how can we figure out if this is a bull trap, right? Go into the hourly chart and see what's going on there. So looking at the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is we got this crown right shoulder right here. So there is a possibility that we do trap bulls above there, come back into value, and then push back down. So react to levels listed, just kind of play it by day, right? So that is GBPJPY. EURUSD. EURUSD is something I really wouldn't want to trade either. Looking at EURUSD, we got this, you know, pullback on the weekly chart. We didn't do much all week. As you can see, we just kind of consolidated. This is something I really wouldn't touch, and I wouldn't recommend touching. But if you have to touch, just look at, you know, these levels that I have marked up and just kind of play it by day, right? So looking at EURUSD, overall, this is indecisive. This is something I really wouldn't want to touch, but if I would, you know, look at the levels listed and just kind of play it by day. On the daily chart, similar to GBPJPY, we are holding support, but nothing really is happening. So there's no moves here to really trade. But if you do want to trade, look for a reaction to these levels listed on the short-term chart. So on the hourly chart, we're looking at 1.09600, 1.10042, and the trend line's listed. If we go on the 15-minute chart, one thing that I kind of, if I had to put this picture together, all bearish liquidity is below here. Maybe we could trap bears below here. If there's right shoulder there, maybe we could trap bulls up there. So yeah, you guys, this is really, really choppy. This is something I really wouldn't fuck with in general, right? So if you guys, you know, have to trade it, but react to levels and minimize risk on EURUSD for sure, right? So that was EURUSD. Now we're going to talk about gold. All right, so gold. Looking at gold, we did come back into that all-time high value above that 1920 support, right? So yeah, like I've been talking about, I do think you know, gold is going to start pushing to new highs overall, right? So we did come back into that value on the weekly chart. So looking at the daily chart, one thing I do notice is we got this crown-like pattern on the daily chart. So there is a possibility that we do see bull traps at this 1973 resistance level. All right, so looking at the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is we got this channel within the crown over here. So all buyer liquidity overall is above this channel and this resistance level. So I would look for bull traps over there for the short opportunity when we come back into value, and then just kind of react to levels and play it by day, right? So looking at gold short term now, if you look at gold short term, I do see a crown within the crown. So if we do drop in, you know, trap bears over there, we could look to trade towards buyer liquidity overall. But overall, you just want to look for a reaction to levels listed and just play it by day, right? So that is gold, and that is it. So that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW. Other than that, let me see if, you know, there's anything I wanted to clarify. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You guys just want to react to the levels listed, you know, take your 2-to-1, 3-to-1, measure your trades, you know, get your whatever, and just play it by day, because, you know, the markets are uncertain, and this is just how we got to fucking play the game, all right? So take your fucking money, get in, get out, pay yourself, and let's move on with it, all right? So, guys, if you're new, like this, subscribe to the channel, keep us motivated. Drop this shit. We're going to be dropping it either way, but we'll see you when we see you. Peace.